From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Brenda Molina Navidad. U.S. President Joe Biden has defiantly told a campaign rally in the battleground state of Wisconsin that he's not pulling out of the race for the White House.
Despite that some folks don't seem to care who you voted for. Well, guess what? They're trying to push me out of the race. No! Well, let me say this as clearly as I can. I'm staying in the race. I'll beat Donald Trump. I will beat him again in 2020.
He's fighting to save his re-election effort after his disastrous debate performance against Donald Trump last week. A new British government is renewing hopes for a free trade deal with Canada. Keir Starmer officially became Prime Minister today after receiving King Charles's approval to form a government. British voters gave Starmer and his Labour Party a landslide win after 14 years of turmoil under the Conservatives.
You have given us a clear mandate, and we will use it to deliver change.
Statistics Canada says the economy lost 1,400 jobs last month as the unemployment rate climbed to its highest level in more than 2 years. The unemployment rate rose 6.4%. TD Managing Director and Senior Economist Leslie Preston says the report shows the gradual cooling in the labor market is continuing.
Often we focus a lot on these month-to-month swings in the jobs, but all we need to do is look at the unemployment rate.
Preston says financial markets have increased their odds to greater than 50% that the Bank of Canada will cut its key policy rate at its July 24th decision. The Roman Catholic Church has been ordered to pay settlements totaling $104 million to 292 survivors of historical abuse in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Those survivors include more than 200 boys abused at the former Mount Cashel orphanage run by the Christian Brothers from the 1940s to the early 60s. The average claim entitlement from the Archdiocese of St. John's is about $356,000. Lawyer Jeff Budden says the decades-long fight isn't over because the Archdiocese has only raised about $40 million to cover the settlements. He believes it can find more money, even by tapping some of its co-defendants in the decades of clergy abuse cases that have brought the church to its current state of bankruptcy. Don Kelly, The Canadian Press.
Calgary residents lined up 6 deep downtown to watch the parade launching the annual Summer Stampede Festival. Rita Fries says it's her first time taking in the Stampede Parade since 1989, but she saddled up with snacks and a wagon because she wanted to bring her grandson this year.
Last year, Liam and I were watching the parade on TV, and I said, I'm never not going again, come rain or shine.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Canada will take on Venezuela tonight in the Copa America quarterfinals. In another international soccer tournament, Spain is through to the semifinals at the 2024 Euros after defeating host Germany 2-1. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers search for their first win of the CFL season when they host the Ottawa Redblacks tonight. In MLB action, the Toronto Blue Jays are on the road tonight in Seattle to take on the Mariners in the opener of their 3-game series. Slumping Toronto FC faces a tough test tomorrow when it visits the MLS champion Columbus Crew. Toronto coach John Herdman says Columbus is blessed with talent all over the pitch.
And I think with Columbus, what you see is they have a consistent lineup that turns out every week. They've done a great job at being able to, I think, over time just build the quality and depth in every position.
Toronto has lost 5 straight. From the Canadian Press, I'm Brenda Molina Navidad.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.